Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Encrypted and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and in today's video I've got a seed showcase for you guys, and today's seed is going to be all about the swamp. I've actually found two swamps in this seed and I think you guys will like it, but there's two swamps and there's a few bonuses throughout this whole thing as well, all pretty close to spawn, so it's definitely not a bad seed by any means. But the reason I'm doing this seed in general today is because yesterday I made a video talking about how to find slimes, and for those of you who don't know, basically the main way you would find slimes in Minecraft without going too far out of your way to do it, you would go to a swamp at midnight during a full moon. That's the best way to find slimes. If you don't want to do any, like searching or random hunting, that's the way you would do it. And in that video, sure enough, the seed I used to find a swamp in that video is the same seed I'm going to be showing you guys in today's video. Only difference is I actually did a lot of searching just now on this seed, and I found a lot of cool things. So like I said, I think you guys will enjoy this one, especially if you're hunting for slimes. This is a pretty good, I guess, seed for slime hunting, because you literally spawn right in the swamp. You guys will see, you'll see. But anyways, guys, before we get into the video though, I would really appreciate it if you would leave a like right now for me, guys. I can guarantee you'll enjoy this seed if you're looking for a good swamp seed. It's a pretty good one. It's actually got two of them, as I said before, and like I said, tons of minor little bonuses around it, so go ahead and leave a like, and also subscribe if you guys are new. We're working our way up to 300. We've been gaining subscribers every day, and it just feels so good, and I'm so thankful for all the support. Seriously, let's keep it going, baby. We got to get to 300 before the end of January. I know we can do it, so go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and hopefully you guys are ready. Let's get into this video. Alright, now that we got that all out of the way, let's talk about the seed. First things first, what is the name of the seed? That is simple, it's BADBAD. B-A-D-B-A-D. All uppercase, no spaces whatsoever, just BADBAD. Let's type that in, and then once you spawn into the seed, you're going to spawn literally right in front of the swamp that I was talking about. Now, keep in mind, this swamp is fairly small. It's not massive by any means. It's pretty small. Basically, it's kind of in the middle of like the plains biome and on the outskirts of the birch forest. And it's not a bad swamp, but like I said, it's not that big. Some people like that, some people probably won't. But I can tell you right now, I did test this. You definitely can find slimes in this swamp. It's actually the only swamp I found slimes in, because I didn't know about the other one until today, which again, we'll get into that in a second. But I just figured I'd show you this one first. This is the first swamp you're going to spawn right next to. And actually, if you spawn in and you go straight forward, I believe it's straight forward, you're going to run into a village, kind of just on the side of the swamp. And this village, there's something weird about this, okay? I went and found this seed on a website called Minecraft Seed HQ, I think .com, and basically they say, the main highlights of the seed on the title. And this seed said that it was a swamp spawn with a village that has an end stronghold underneath of it. And it said that if you dig underneath the well at the village, you'll end up in a stronghold, which I definitely did do a few times, but I never found any end strongholds, so I guess that's still up for debate. To be fair, I didn't even find a well at the village, so I'm assuming one of the updates in the game must have kind of like broken that, I'd assume. Maybe it's an old version, I have no idea, but I guess it's worth checking if you guys wanted to go into creative and look around if you wanted. Blow up the ground with TNT, I don't know, you can do whatever you want. I just figured I'd throw that in though, just for, in case, why not. But this is a pretty cool little village. It's a nice place to spawn, that's for sure. Always spawning at a village is very nice, because it's basically free resources right at the beginning. You get a bed, a place to stay, free house basically for the first few nights. So that's up to you if you want to use that or not. Just figured I'd throw that in there. Now, if you wanted to go to the second swamp, the one that I keep hinting at, basically what happens is whenever you spawn in, if you go and make a hard right, you will eventually come into a second swamp. And if you're in creative mode and you're flying up as you're going there, you'll see it immediately. It's literally right on the other side of like the forest or like the mountains or whatever's blocking the swamps from seeing each other. There's literally a swamp right on the other side. And this one's a little bit bigger, I think. I think this one's a little bigger. It's a little more open. There's a difference between bigger and open. This one's just more open. There's not really any trees getting in the way or any, debris or anything. It's pretty much just water. And there is one thing that's pretty cool about this that's in the center of it. Now, I don't know if this will be the same for you guys, but for me, I ended up finding a witch hut right in the middle of this. Now, this is a big deal because witch huts aren't exactly common. I mean, first of all, swamps aren't super common to begin with, and then a witch hut in the swamp is even more uncommon. And it's really cool because you literally spawn pretty much right there. So if you wanted to, if you wanted to play on this world, you want to, survive for a while, if you go long enough, and you build up a good enough world, you could go to that witch hut at some point down the road and make like a gunpowder farm or a witch farm. So that's something definitely to keep in mind. I think this is really cool. I'd imagine it's probably the same for you guys in your worlds, but I could be wrong, could be different. I have no clue, but I figured I'd throw that in there as well. Now, I did notice something else. As I was leaving the swamp, the second swamp, I ended up running into a pillager outpost, which, by the way, I'm going to have the coordinates for these locations up on the screen. Just figured I'd let you know. You'll be able to see the coordinates. There's a pillager outpost literally right in between two villages. And again, I'm going to show you the last village in a second, but I thought that was really cool. It's always nice to see a pillager outpost close to a village because it means you can get quick raids going, It's kind of a big deal, especially for early game. So another big thing to throw at you right there. And for the final thing to show you, actually technically final two things, I found another village, and I thought that this might be the village that they were talking about in the title, whenever, the title said that underneath the village was like an end stronghold, yada yada yada. I thought that this was the village they were talking about. So I went ahead and dug underneath this village, and I ended up running into quite a big mine shaft. I dug into a mine shaft, and this is a weird mine shaft. I mean, it's a very weird one. You guys will see some gameplay, but right away, whenever I dropped in, I noticed I fell into a mine shaft, and it was going into a mob spawner, but there was no mob spawner. It was just like it was like an open dungeon. I don't even know if there's a chest in there. Oh yeah, there was a chest actually. I remember now. There was a chest. But, I mean, look at this. Is that not the coolest thing ever? It's, like, creepy and cool at the same time. But, yeah, I found that as soon as I dug into it. And, again, I'm going to have the coordinates up on the screen. You probably already saw them. But, yeah, I dug down into the village underneath it and, around Y30 or Y40, somewhere around there on the coordinates. I ended up reaching the mine shaft, and I explored a good bit of it. I didn't explore all of it, but I explored a little bit of it for sure. And I just thought all the things I was seeing, I thought it was really cool, but like really weird, You can probably already tell there's something up with this mine shaft. It's not spawned normally, and if anything, that's probably for the best. I mean, I love seeing rare like spawns like this in Bedrock Edition. It's so weird but cool at the same time. And the last seed I did a video on was kind of like this as well, with the weird mine shaft. So I don't know what's going on with Bedrock Edition. They're really weird with the mineshaft spawns. All three of the seeds I've tried to make videos on about mineshafts are just so weird. But again, not really complaining. Just kind of something cool to gawk at, I guess. But anyways, guys, with that being said, I do hope that this seed video helps you out. I hope you guys enjoy playing on it, if you do decide to play on it, that is. And also, let me know if you guys do play on this, and tell me what you think of it in the comments below. Also, leave a like if you did enjoy, and more importantly than anything else, guys, please, like I said before, subscribe if you are new. We are working our way up to 300. I am so excited. I definitely think we can make it to 300 subscribers before the end of January. I think it's possible. Hopefully you guys do too, and hit that subscribe button. Anyways, guys, with that being said, I do hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next video. Peace!